just a few weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago, we drove up, and we sat around with our Ohio family, sitting out there in the driveway, in the garage, having conversation, eating pizza, and I'd just be saying something that just flow out of my mouth, and my brother-in-law looked at me and said, "What's that y'all stuff?" I said, "What?" He said, "What's y'all?" And I said, "Okay, sorry, it's you guys." And it's pop. So while we're on the house theme, it's another one from the new album. While I'm tuning, by the way, as I look over there at Ken and Cece, it reminds me, despite the Pittsburgh hat that he's got on his head, to let you know that we have the first annual, and that's an optimistic annual, but I'm an optimist, North Florida Folk Festival. She's got little handout brochures over there for anybody that's interested. On November 12th, it's a one-day songwriters event that honors the very long and deep songwriting legacy of Frank Thomas, who some of you know. There'll be 24 or so songwriters at that festival. I'm fortunate enough to have been selected to be one of them. So most of these guys will be hanging out with me that day as well. A lot of other wonderful people are going to be there. Also Larry Mangum, who hangs around this joint a lot, tends to haunt the rafters around here, who's playing music in Belgium this week. Got photos yesterday from Antwerp. So keep that in mind, mark your calendars. It's going to be a fun day. It's going to be at the Agricultural Center down right south of the St. Johns County line in northern Flagler County. This song came out of, Kay and I do a lot of walking, and a number of songs recently have come out of my walks. I've gotten into the habit of getting out and doing about 4 miles most nights. This was a little bit shorter, kind of cruising through the neighborhood, and it was maybe a year and a half or so ago, maybe 2 years, kind of during the height of the foreclosure crisis, and we were counting the for sale signs and the bank-owned signs as we walked through our neighborhood, and it was just stupidly ridiculous how many houses were for sale and how many had those little bank-owned signs. You could tell the ones that were foreclosed on, even if they didn't have a foreclosure or bank-owned sign in front of them, because the houses were by and large trashed by those that were leaving, which is a whole different issue. Maybe it's revenge on the banks, I don't know. But there's one particular house that we watched over the years be bought and sold probably a half a dozen times, and so it was for sale again. It was clear that they had had kids in the house, that they were victims of these tough economic times. So this is another one of those uplifting songs. It's called An Empty House. Just another life down the drain, another ride on a train, back up to Waycross, living in her mother's house, with the kids and her laid-off spouse. It's just another log on the fire, another voice out of the choir, but it's flipping burgers down the corner by the interstate. Something at a decent rate. There used to be a swing out in the yard back before it got so damn hard. The American dream here in the
got enough money for winter fuel. Kids are going to a different school, but they feed them breakfast. At least that's one decent meal a day. Sometimes that's all when there ain't no pay. So Mama, when we gonna go back home? By now my orchards will be fully grown. I still smell the blossoms, sweet as cotton candy on the tree. Even eat them all for free. There used to be a swing out in the yard back before living got so damn hard. The American dream here in the South, and all that's left is an empty house. Before a month is gone, all the money spent, I thought the Great Depression done came and went. It's just another Friday at the bar. Yeah, I'm walking since I lost the car to another banker. Still can't figure how they tracked me down in this South Georgia two-bit town. For just another grand or maybe 5 or 10, get me back up on my feet again. There's a future somewhere. Someday when my ship comes in, I'll take them back down the south of the line again. There used to be a swing out in the yard back before living got so damn